Hi, welcome back. I'm Heidi, and this is my channel for procedures and pantries for COVID-19. And I wanted to do a little video on going to the grocery store if you absolutely have to. Now, obviously, if you don't have to, don't. But in many cases, that's just not the case for most people. So what I wanted to do is do a video on how to do a grocery pickup service and how to get all your groceries inside safely. So obviously, if you go to do a grocery pickup, it is the cheapest option. You can do like a delivery, but it's a lot more expensive as well. So I'm going to show you what I did. I did a Walmart pickup, and you just go to their website, you open up your account, you just grocery shop, you choose pickup, and it'll ask you for a time slot, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, and then if it's full, you have to check in the morning, because mine, it was full for 2 days, but I got on early the next day, and I was able to get on Tuesday, and then it'll tell you when the groceries are ready for pickup, and you respond back and say you're on your way, and then you just drive up and pull into any spot, and they'll come talk to you. So obviously when you go, you want to wear your mask with an insert, not just a cotton mask, because these guys are not wearing any protective gear. So with just cotton, you're not very well protected. So I think you should wear goggles as well, because I still think that the virus can be transmitted through the eyes as well. So if you can't do it, I would suggest to leave your window up, and when they walk up, just smile nicely and wave, pop your trunk and just point to the back, and let them go. Now the lady that wanted to talk to me, she wanted to get like 3 foot in my face, and I asked her to, to back off and, give me my 6 foot of space. So next time I think I'll just leave the window rolled up and just kind of point to the back. But I had my goggles on, I had my mask, I had my gloves on. I didn't need them. So anyway, you just pop the trunk, they put everything in the back, and you're good to go. The only time that you might have to get closer to them is if you have alcohol or something, and you need to show them your ID. They don't touch it, but they do read it. So that's pretty much all you need to know as far as going for a pickup. So when you get home, the first thing that I do is take everything out of the grocery bags, and I put them in this cardboard box down here that I keep in the car. And I take the bags and I just put them all together and I leave them in the car. So if I have to go again, the box, I can put the box back in so I can use it again. Meanwhile, the bags, I still use them for garbage bags, so I just leave them in the car for a few days, and then the virus is gone. I can bring them inside next week or whatever. So I'm doing this a little backwards because it's better for a video, but normally I bring everything in a box, spray them down, put them on the newspaper to dry. I'm using alcohol, just a little bottle of alcohol. I'm wearing gloves. You don't have to. Mostly I do that so my hands don't get all dried out, because they dry out so bad with using alcohol. So one of the tips that I have when you go grocery shopping is don't buy any open produce. Just buy things in bags. The only thing, I bought these, but I'll wash these off too. I wash them off before I eat them anyway. I will spray off maybe this part, because this is typically with the handle. And then I'm just going to put it in the cardboard box. Like I said, normally you want to bring it in the box and put it on the table, but I'm doing it a little bit backwards. Now with rubbing alcohol, it takes a minute, I think, to kill the virus. So I'm just going to go through and spray everything. You definitely probably want to concentrate on the places that employees are more likely to handle it, or not just the employees pulling it, but the people that stocked it as well. Okay, fast forward to the rest of it. I got some lamb for Wednesday for Passover. Now frozen, things that are frozen, keep in mind that the virus will live frozen for I think, years, if not longer. So it's important to really spray off everything in your freezer, because it will remain alive if you don't. So once you're done, I let it sit for, I don't know, until it dries. I just let it sit while I clean this up. I already did this one too. And then just very carefully throw away your newspapers, and then of course I'll wash all this off too. And put it away. Now, one of the things that I'm going to put a link to that is super important is knowing how to put on and take off your mask, especially when it's been used, because one of the things that the government and all the medical community is concerned about is that people will reinfect themselves because they don't know how to put them on and off properly. So I'm going to provide a link down below, and please watch that so that you know how to do that. And that's about it. Obviously, when you're done, if you're not using gloves, I mean, I'll wash my hands off anyway. Throw all this away carefully. Go wash your hands really well, and then put away your groceries, and then put the box back into the car, and you'll be good to go. Thanks for watching.